Hello everybody and welcome back to the Laser Arcade and welcome back to Fallout 4. And so today's episode we are going to do the quest Best of 3. And it says listen to the Vault-Tec distress signal. And my radio hasn't been working recently, and so I don't think it's gonna give me anything. But I do believe even so it will give me a marker of where to go. I think if I read the quest right, it's going to send me close to Somerville Place. So I will probably do a 2-for-1 and get Somerville Place as a settlement as well as get whatever this quest is. And so let's get down there. I think the closest thing is that relay tower that we did in the Black Devil quest. And so we're going to go there and we're going to see what's going on. All right, so we're at that relay tower and we're going to go see what kind of trouble we can get into. Ooh. Hello? Oh, you're... Nope. Well, that was lucky. Can't see. There we go. Oh, poor doggo. Ah, nope. Don't know how I can't toss that into a window. Alright. Keep going. Cutler Bend. Bunch of Mirelurk eggs around here. Don't think I've actually been here. Ooh. Darter. Ooh. That was lucky. Ooh. And there's more. Ooh. Nope.
Bring it.
Ugh. Fantastic. All right, let's keep walking down here. Veteran. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It's an interesting art exhibit he's working on. All right, I think we're coming up on Somerville.
We ain't got any handouts if that's what you want.
Hey there, friend. We're in some real trouble. Maybe you can help.
I'd be glad to help if I can.
It's these damn greenskins, the super mutants. Whenever they come through, we just have to run away or hide. They take everything they can eat and destroy most everything else. And if they ever took us by surprise, we'd all be dead. We can't live like this. Please, you've got to help us.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
Good. I didn't know what we were gonna do.
Cool. All right, let's see. All right, let's go to this marker. Oh. Gunner holotape. Instructions for Crane. Crane, against my protests, Sarge wanted me to give you a copy of the newest backdoor for the Pip-Boys. Instead of going through the current OS, it gives a lower level of code within the device. It accesses a lower level of code within the device. Once it does that, something quite interesting happens. Ah, I'm wasting my time. All you need to do is pull the plug from the back of the Pip-Boy, carefully this time, then simply insert it into any Pip-Boy provided the plug is removed. And the backdoor program should trick automatically. Once inside, you can pull data from any Pip-Boy you find, coordinates, logs, you name it. Sarge is hoping that if we find any vault dwellers in the field, we'll be able to locate more vaults through their Pip-Boys, and you know what that means. Ah, hell, knowing you, you'd probably end up leading the vault dwellers to us rather than the other way around. I hope Sarge knows what he's doing. So, oh, download Pip-Boy data, I guess. Do I have a virus? I think I have a virus on my Pip-Boy now. Holy crap, where to start? I'm just glad I have this thing to write it all down. We've been locked down in this vault for weeks now. I've been bored as hell with the games on these things get old, fast. It was fun putting notes saying kick me on Coroni's back for a while, but next thing you know, Brass says there's a paper shortage. Also, it's not exactly easy playing a prank on someone who spends all their time in the room. Me and the boys were trying to reprogram the Assaultron to give him a wedgie, but yeah, less said about that the better. It was then that I remembered Lazinski told me that he reprogrammed the Pip-Boys for Sarge so we can better track our guys on glowing sea missions. Well, the joke's on you, Lazinski. I found a way better use for your stupid program. I got a few of the squad together and managed to break into the kitchen to take a week-old Mirelurk soup that had been smelling out of the canteen for days. Then we hoisted it by rope over the atrium. After that, all we had to do was watch Coroni walk down the hallway to get his dinner after everyone else had gone to bed. I can't even describe my anticipation watching the little Coroni blip move along my Pip-Boy screen. By the time the blip appeared in the atrium, I lifted my head and there he was, completely unaware that he was going to smell like a dead Mirelurk in the sun. I told Jones to pull, and next thing you know, the goop came falling on his head. His face was a picture. I swear he was about to cry. I haven't seen him since. And to think Sarge wanted us to use these things to track us for the mission tomorrow. Well, you're just a jerk. But glowing sea missions, I hope that's not... Okay. So I'm going to run back to base, grab a suit of power armor, and I will meet you right back here. Alright, so I think out of the three of these, the Black Devil equipment has the most damage resistance. So we're going to go with that, and then we'll get going. Alright, back on the road. I always felt like they wasted so much real estate with the glowing sea, only to like come here twice. So it's good to see that they've kind of accepted some Creation Club quests to kind of give it more use. Alright, I think we're going to this. Why are there so many red dots? And where are they? Oh, is that just a big group of ferals? What? It's like fish in a barrel. There's a lot. That one's a legendary. Well, I guess I'm down here now. Woo. Still 3 left. Oh, there's a bus parked here. Alright. I don't know where Doggo went. Almost out of bullets. Okay, so it looks like there's another gunner here. I better use this thing for something. Maybe a confessional of sorts will make me feel better about what I did. Here goes. Karoni, he never exactly was the ideal mercenary, but we worked well as a team. He was good at all the technical stuff, hacking terminals, getting through automated doors, disabling turrets. And me, well, I finished the job. It all changed, though, when we signed up for the gunners. They were paying far more than we could make on our own, so it seemed like a no-brainer at the time. Little did I know what would happen when Karoni was forced to work with people other than myself. When I was assigned to my squad, it was like I had known them for years. We worked well together, and these guys respected me for my marksmanship. But Karoni was a different story. He was always an acquired taste, and his shyness frustrated Sarge. It was a mistake to shove a laser rifle into his hands when I knew his best skills lay elsewhere. I thought when we took the vault, things would change, that he'd come out of his shell. Instead, the opposite happened. It's these Pip-Boys. He's obsessed with them. I tried to snap him out of it, tell him that Sarge was going to boot him out of the gunners, or worse, but he always rebuffs me. It's funny, I still beat him in these games, despite him playing them longer than I ever have. If I hear best of 3 one more time, I might snap. Maybe one day he'll shape up, but I can't exactly wait that long. I've got to do something quickly. I owe him for saving my life. This vault is filled with chems. It's not like they're going to miss a few shots of Psycho. Did you give your friend Psycho? That's not a good combo at all. Church safe key. Ooh, safe. Perfect. 50 caliber. Okay. I was hoping there would be like a 50 caliber gun in there. Mrs. Hart, since I won't be here for tonight's service, I've hidden the key to the safe underneath the pew behind you. If you happen to need access to it for whatever reason, thank you for handling the office duties tonight. Keep the key with you. I'll get it from you next Wednesday. Thanks again, Mrs. Klein. Okay. So I think we're going to another one. This is kind of like a scavenger hunt. I think it's that one. Oof. Yeah, I think it's a tower over here. Based on how it's moving, at least. Ominous. Very, very ominous. Yep, another one. I'm making a mission report here in case anybody comes across my body. If you're unable to identify me, I'm Lieutenant Lazinski, Tech Specialist on Salvage Team 20. We managed to locate the wreckage. It's likely intact and survived the crash. That said, we underestimated the hostiles we would likely encounter in this mission. As a result, 2/3 of the platoon is dead or MIA. It's likely I would have been right there with them if it wasn't for Karoni. I wasn't sure why the sergeant had picked the private to accompany us on this mission, but for a moment I was glad he did. My good feeling was short-lived, however. Despite saving us, Karoni didn't respond to orders. The only time he made so much as a peep was when our fire team killed a hostile. Every time that happened, Karoni would look anxiously for another mutation to put down. We tried to tell him that every hostile he killed risked us being swarmed once more. He couldn't, or he wouldn't listen. It was as if he was determined to get the most kills out of all of us. Did he think that this was some kind of game? We didn't hold our position for long. Even Karoni didn't fancy his chances with the 2 death claws that flanked us. For once, we agreed on something. We ran to a nearby cave, and it appeared that the beast had lost our scent. It was there we found some kind of pre-war weapon. Now, I had disassembled and reassembled a plasma rifle before, but this was like nothing I had ever seen. We had to get this back to base, but first, we had to get some rest. When I woke up, I discovered that not only were all of our mentats gone, but Karoni was hunched over the weapon on a boulder, its constituent parts scattered across the rock face. At the time, even with death almost a certainty, I still couldn't let this promotion opportunity go. I tackled Karoni, he fought back, and once the fray started, the rest of the team jumped in, all of us fighting over the weapon. The noise attracted what was left of the Glowing Sea's population to our position, and soon we were running for our lives once more. To say we weren't so lucky this time was an understatement. I watched the rest of us being torn apart, and the weapon, it worked. Karoni fired it mindlessly into the storm. Its effectiveness is clear, but it wasn't enough. The last I saw of him, he was running into the sea, ribbons of electricity from his weapon slowly growing tinier and tinier in the fog. I got away again. Most of me did anyway. I'm going to try to use a transmitter to radio for help, but it's only a matter of time now. Oh! Gosh. Not expecting jump scares in this game. Thank you. What? No, no, no. No, no, no. What do I even use with that? Maybe? Ooh. That seems pretty effective. That seems very effective. Definitely gotta save that for later. Oh my gosh. I've never seen the Glowing Sea clear. This actually looks really cool. I'm gonna get this relay tower up and running really quick. And then gunner signal remnant. If my radio's still not working, it's not gonna do anything. Oh, it's one of the hot cold moments. This is really cool to see this, like, not stormy. They did say something about a cave, and I see a cave signal down there. Symbol. Cave. Hello? Anybody home?
I'm too sick to move, so I'm gonna hunker down here till you guys get here.
Oh.
This has been a pre-recorded message. The message repeats in 3 seconds.
Huh. Raider stuff. Okay. I'll have to come back for that. So it's not in the cave. And back to green and ominous. Ooh. Is that one of those death claws? Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Okay. What are... These are the gunners. What? Why are their ash piles blue and not red? Never seen you before. Flight data recorder? Final transmission.
Approaching We've got heavy winds, but it shouldn't be a problem. Lining up for runway 2 at heading... What the hell is that? Some kind of bright light from the north!
That's horrifying. All they saw was bright light and it just took the whole plane down. 96, 97, 99, 99, 97. Is it this? Oh. Vault 95 gunner. Defeat Coroni. Mission accomplished. The aircraft is in pieces, but those pieces are intact. We were about to check inventory, see if we could carry some of this equipment back to Vault 95 until we saw a blue light in the fog. As it grew closer, we raised our weapons. I could hardly believe my eyes. It was that good-for-nothing Coroni. It didn't take long to guess why this coward survived. He had something hoisted over his shoulders, glowed brightly. He was going to give away our position. I told him to put it down. He didn't. I told him it was an order. He didn't respond. Drew our weapons again, and I ordered once more. He stood there, and I told my men to approach. As they surrounded him, some kind of lightning bolt shot from that thing, turned felt into ash. We covered the area in bullets, but when the smoke cleared, he was gone. He couldn't go one circuit without tripping over his shoelaces, but now he can disappear in a flash. We darted into the fuselage for cover, and he came at us again. He didn't even take cover as he pursued us, and took out 2 more of our men. I was as sure as dead, so I leapt at him and hit him squarely on the jaw. He fell onto the floor of the cabin. What was left of us joined me in holding him down. We hated the fact that we needed him alive, but command needed to know what happened out here. Otherwise, I would have shot him myself. May have put up a good fight, but people like that, even with every advantage, they always lose.
Get some!
Ooh. Then what took you out? How did Coroni take you out? Oh my gosh. What is he firing? I see what they mean about blue ribbons, but what is he? Two hits. I was at full. 2 hits took it down that far. It's like he's not even reloading that thing. I do not understand. That thing looks like a Fat Man or a missile launcher, and it's like he never reloads. He's shooting it like a pistol. Ow. And the thing shakes the ground so I can hardly aim. Come on. Fusion core removed. Oh, no, come on. Ah. Oh. Tesla cannon? That was just insane. What is that thing? Fusion cell? Don't tell me that thing shoots fusion cells.
Bingo.
60 damage, and it does. It does shoot fusion cells. What the? What's on your Pip-Boy? Time for round 2. My, oh my god. That is insane. Tesla cannon. So 60 damage, 20 fire rate, huge range. Let's see, so a laser rifle and pistol is 50, so it seems rather slow. So why is it so effective? For those of you who play zombies, tell me what that looks like. Oh my gosh. You know what? And I think that Somerville quest is perfect for testing this out. I think I've made a mistake. Whoa. And my leg is either damaged or broken. Sentry bot. Anyway, back on task. It's nothing if not consistent. So I'm at 6. Ooh. Talk about it in a second. Took out this guy before he could even get to me. Ow. So, as I was saying prior, if I... So I'm at 10, and if I hit reload, oh, it just goes. That's why you don't have to reload. Because you don't. It just pulls. That is insane and insanely overpowered. That is awesome. All right, let's return to Somerville and get them set up. And I also probably need to take a rest or something. All right. Can I use your workshop now, please? Oh. Okay.
Kids gotta earn their keep too.
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
Nice. And I can now use the workshop.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, feel free to use our workshop. I'm glad to count you as a friend.
Nice. All right. So I built them the start of a guard post shack thing. And so, yeah. I'm going to go run and grab that other suit of power armor, and then I will meet you back at the base. All right. Glad to see you made it. And I'm going to go park this power armor right here somewhere. Yeah. I think I'm just going to keep shoving all of the power armor that I find in this tiny little room, and just any little nook and cranny is just going to be straight power armor. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends if you have any. And if you like this episode, I have tons of others in the playlist that's going to pop up here soon. And so go check those out and let me know what you think. And yeah, I appreciate you being here, and I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day.